start. Let me know if that is...
Going to YouTube Studio. Oh my God, Mark Mitchell's 3 from 7. I felt like he was missing a lot of bunnies, but I didn't really like look at the stats.
I feel like he made like 3 in a row right when I
And then he just was missing a bunch, but he was getting to the line. So yeah, we're live, just not publicly.
We're live. So you want to get that link sent out?
I'm gonna get the link. I'm gonna put us to unlisted. So when I share the link, people can see it. They can join, but then I'll put us to public.
You don't say. Do I need to do anything, or is that...
You have the Discord thing you posted in. You could do that.
Yeah, okay. Let me know when...
Is there a way on the YouTube channel, Julian, to like drop in like a scheduled live episode?
Yes. I mean, you can like pre-start a live and have like a thing up, because people will do that where they like put up a little like starting card and just let it sit for a while. And then they'll like plug in and actually start. So there's a way to do that. Yeah.
I don't know how to find. God damn it! Because we're private, I can't find the link on my phone. I have to.
Here,
wait
I'll drop it in our chat.
That would be lovely. Thank you. I know how I could. I just it would make my life a lot. Yeah, it would make my life a lot easier if I.
Oh my God, Mark Mitchell just yammed on a guy.
I can't watch right now. Come on, stop it. Spoilers.
Curtis, have it on your phone or something. Oh
no. Well, that's what I'm gonna do once I post the link.
Hey, don't yell at me, man. We're partners.
I'm not yelling.
Feels like you're yelling.
You sound just like Alexa. You're always accusing me of yelling. I'm never yelling. Where'd you post this?
In the Riverside chat.
Oh.
On your computer.
No, see, yeah, okay, yeah. Julian, we've been through this. I don't see that chat at all. Let me get this in the Discord.
Are you guys still doing the CFB season?
Yeah.
Nice.
We got conference championship week.
Advance.
Liberty.
Oh
It's Liberty against Toledo and ODU against Ohio. Big time matchups. There is a massive Discord update on my PC. So
I feel sorry for anybody that had the first half under. First 10 minutes was trending very nice.
No, so they actually had hope, and then
yeah.
I don't think anybody missed a shot the last 8 minutes. Okay, yeah, my Discord is just not opening here. I'm just gonna sign in on my phone, and
all right.
And
I'm putting this live.
Get the link from there. Hold on. Give me a second.
We can walk into the club. All eyes on me.
Julian, how was your day?
Dude, work has been so busy.
Are you still traveling or?
No, it's not traveling at all. It was one of those days where it was back to back to back to back meetings. And so I actually got nothing on my task list done, but I was busy the whole day. So it was just
those are the worst. I hear you.
All right.
Can somebody just read me the Circle Up Gmail account info so I can get it on my phone real quick?
Oh fuck.
Let's not read that out loud because we're live unlisted.
Oh, you went live?
No,
okay.
I'm saying I put our thing on unlisted so when we shared the thing, people could join before we put it live.
No, that's fair. Sorry, my Discord on my PC is literally just sitting here hovering on starting, circling, and nothing has happened in 30 seconds.
Close it?
I just don't care. We'll just go public and then I'll get.
It's okay. People will find us if they find us. I'm going public.
Okay. He's going public with the allocations.
I'm going public with the allegations.
What are the allegations, Julian?
We're up by 19. So while we were getting this shindig going, I didn't even get to watch the game in which this happens every game, it seems, this season. They keep it close. So it's too close in the first half. The guys get yelled at in the locker room, and they come out and they actually play well. Anyway, all right. So let's. Oh nope, they just got the ball stolen.
Who was Dennis talking to on our last live stream on Monday, where he fouled out?
Oh, Randall.
Yeah.
Just 5 fouls.
No points, 5 fouls. Yeah.
That'd been like
you're playing hard, but are you playing smart?
Yeah, playing hard. You playing smart, dude.
Brilliant.
That's you in a nutshell.
Which one? Smart?
You're playing hard, Curtis, but are you playing smart?
I'm hard. All right, I'll tell you that much right now.
Unfortunate. So, let's. All right, so this is welcome to the Circle Up Mizzou basketball podcast, where we make our middle school team play full court press the whole game, every game. I'm Julian, joined by Mike and Curtis, as always, live on YouTube as we're watching the end of the South Dakota Mizzou game. Currently sits at about, Tigers up right now, which is great. Pulled away in the second half, which is nice. Hopefully they hit their margins of 30 for KenPom purposes. Just watch I want to go on North Weather here later in this reaction, but I'm going to get through the rest. Programming notes. If you're watching live on YouTube, thank you. But also, we have an interview. Is it pronounced Nathalie?
It's just Natalie.
Natalie? Why'd you keep putting an H on the T? Is that how she
That's
spells
how
it?
her name's spelled.
But it's pronounced Natalie.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've known her for
Curtis has interviewed
a long
Natalie
time.
Jones.
Yeah.
has interviewed journalist Natalie Jones for our podcast, which for YouTube we'll just upload separately. Curtis said he didn't stutter too much during the interview, and for our podcast listeners, we're just going to stitch it out at the end of this reaction. So, really excited for that, and we really believe our boy Curtis can do an interview. Some famous interviews that Curtis has done. Curtis has interviewed Eric Greitens.
Yeah.
And who's the other
Before
one?
and after.
The for the scandals.
Yeah, the scandals. Yeah. Let's just call them scandals.
The scandals is easy.
We're not here to comment on.
No, we're
what
not
happened.
a political podcast.
No.
What was the other person you interviewed before Curtis?
I talked to Mike Parson.
Mike Parson.
The other
before or
governor.
after the scandal.
mostly governors. Okay, the governors of Missouri. I have talked to quite a bit. Yeah. So Natalie was absolutely fantastic though.
This game. Mm-hmm. What I'm looking for the back half of this game is that Mizzou wins by more than 20, because the end of the Prairie View game, they let Prairie View go on like a 21-6 run, still won, and it's not gonna I don't think it's gonna affect your tournament seeding, but when you're talking about maintaining a certain level of KenPom ranking and like maintaining your look on paper, you want to maintain those games. So hopefully they can close this one out strong.
Let me stop you right there. The most important thing is covering the spread.
Which I have all my money on this bad boy. So far, what are our thoughts about the South Dakota game? We're gonna focus on the first half as the second half is playing. But what was your initial reactions of this game?
Mike, you got anything?
Letting Mike go first. How bold of you.
Yeah, that's a little peculiar.
Talked enough today.
Out of order today. Sluggish start. I think that's probably the top 2 comment from every Mizzou fan, beat reporter, etc.
It happens every game.
Every game. I don't get it. We are literally two steps faster than them on everything.
And 2 inches longer.
Probably even like 8 inches to 10 inches.
It's mostly, I think it's just because we missed bunnies and missed easy shots at the rim. We also didn't take very many threes. If you look at the halftime box score, only 4 threes taken, in which we made 3.
Yeah, we were getting everything in the paint. I mean, they wanted to play fast for a little bit. They want to chug up a shot, get a rebound. We'll run it down your throat.
Yeah. Backfired real quick on them.
Yeah.
I will say, Jonte Porter had by far his best game so far. He's continuing to have a really good game. So, shouts to Jonte. scored really well and efficiently. Actually played big, like he was taking on drivers in the lane and saying vertical. You could tell they all got ripped into a little bit box outing, because I swear every time a shot went up, they were putting a butt in someone to try to box out. Doesn't mean they were getting a lot of the rebounds they should get, but at least they were trying. Like physically looked like they were trying. But still, South Dakota persisted, and it's like,
nevertheless,
when are we gonna get a first half blowout? Why do we have to? I mean, like, if we're gonna play a bunch of these bye games, the measurement is, why is this taking so long? And part of it, I think, is we can't even blame it on the jumbo lineup per se. I mean, I guess you could call that lineup jumbo because they still have Porter. They still had Porter playing the 4 with Mark the 3. But I don't know. While Jonte played well, the defensive part of it is the thing that concerns me the most about the jumbo lineup.
Boat back in the game. Are we surprised to be still seeing Boat here in the second half? Because it was reported all week and reiterated today that he was going to be limited minutes, and so we're up by 17 points here in the second half.
Well, I think they're like, this is the exact amount of
now.
minutes he's going to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if they've even like, and this is when he's going to play, because when Northweather took an elbow to the mouth, you would assume that, or a hand or whatever he got hit in the mouth with, you'd assume their first move would have been like, all right, let's slide Mark down to the 5, let's slide Jonte to the 4, and let's put someone in on the 3, like Boat or something. And no, they immediately put in Randall for the 5, which blew my mind. I actually was really surprised by that initial sub. And I thought, this really feels like they have it already kind of mapped out. Here's the people we want to put in at certain times to try stuff. And Boat was going to be put in a certain, Crew's going to be at a certain time. And, well, since Northweather has to walk out, let's just put Randall in and let him take those beginning minutes, which he did all right for playing like a Draymond Green small ball 5 move. But I'm not surprised. I feel like they said exactly, hey man, you're going to play a 3-minute stretch here, a 3-minute stretch there, and see how you do. Which, he took that hard fall and he popped right back up, so that was good to see.
My just for the record, my OBS, because I started this thing on private, I cannot see the YouTube chat once again. I'm going to figure this out eventually, guys. So okay, if anyone's saying anything, just let me know because I can't see it.
Yeah, we have Mizzou Hard in here saying to make it a political podcast, which
okay.
If we want your libertarian rants to start going out into the ether, Curtis.
Let's. Me? No, I did want to say, like, throw out a teaser. Natalie did. We did kind of get into that of the lineups, the injuries, all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And how Dennis approaches these injuries and the connection to recruiting, everything, about him kind of maybe just protecting his guys, and it's something that parents and players respect. So tune in tomorrow. You'll get to hear that whole thing.
I mean, I think this whole part of it and when it comes down to who he wants the most to be happy in these injury situations, parents and kids or the fans, he's going to pick parents and kids probably every single time.
He should.
Doesn't mean I won't be frustrated at times by how things are described, but I have a whole section about how he felt a lot more a lot more forward about the injury updates, which I appreciated.
This week was a nice, kind of a pleasant change of pace.
Yep. So my first big point, we're always trying to pull things out of these kind of crap games.
Yeah.
Mitchell, the first 2 games of the season were like where he's not really doing much, and then ever since that he is aggressive. Now sometimes that's great. Sometimes like this game, he's pulling fouls. He's not making shots, but he's pulling fouls, making free throws. Ant consistently will play. Is he there? Is he not? He will have an amazing stretch and then he'll disappear. I don't know if it's because he's trying to facilitate more. I don't know if it's because he's waiting for like the rhythm of it. But I'm at the point where I want Ant to force it more. Like they are forcing it to Mitchell. And it works because he's a really good player. He feels like the only guy who could consistently take an entry pass and do something with it. But Ant, I would like to see him force it more. You can't have that. Like he ended with 9 points in the half, if you look at the box score. But he took 3 shots. Ant cannot take 3 shots in a half as basically one of our 2 best players on the team. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, this is what I said going into the SEMO VMI weekend where we had SEMO on Friday, VMI on Sunday. And we were concerned about Mitchell's stats not being great. And it was like, hey, Dennis is there's a strategy here, okay? He's trying to figure out what works. He's trying to figure out who might have chemistry. We're experimenting with lineups. We're doing all that stuff. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not fun to talk about even, but I'm not super concerned about the first half there against we scored in the 50s, right? We had 51, 52 at the end of the first half against South Dakota. That's okay with me. I'm not super concerned. I thought Mark had a really nice stretch when we were forcing it, when we were just kind of letting him cook. I don't want him to get rusty. I thought Ant also had a couple of really nice stretches, a couple of really nice individual plays. And beyond that, it was kind of just seeing who else is going to be cooking there. And for the most part, I think most of the team showed out in some way or another. Defensively, that's kind of another thing. Mike, I don't know if you have anything. No.
Nothing different.
It's Mizzou, South Dakota. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much. I mean,
No,
I feel like you can only you get tidbits of some good stuff. Love they were driving the ball, got to the free throw line, shooting at a healthy clip. Aside from that, I think that's really all I can get out of it personally.
Sebastian Mack had a couple nice plays, Julian, as well.
He did. He did. I'll leave it at that. I wish. I mean, he's not taking enough threes yet to say if it's really up and down for him. But when it doesn't go in, it doesn't look great. It's 3-point shot. But before the break here, if you're watching the score bug, Jonte with another great move. Finally, Jonte is just shooting over smaller guys, which is if this jumbo lineup is going to work, every time Jonte gets someone smaller than him, he needs to do something about it. And he's finally doing something about it, which is really good.
This little montage that they're showing is exactly that.
Also,
right
I love
now
how
on the
every
broadcast.
game they only show Michael Porter, and they didn't show.
I know. Jonte does not exist. Okay.
Nope.
He never
I
played here.
even said Jonte. I think I meant Javon Porter.
No, you called Javon Jonte.
Jonte.
Yes, is
Oh,
what
no.
happened, and I didn't even notice it. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
They're doing it again. Yeah.
Here's the thing as parents. You named your first boy Michael. Okay. Second boy. Your second son, Jonte. Okay. Third son,
Second son.
Javon. Why the alliteration all of a sudden? I thought, splay out the names a little bit. But anyway.
Well, I didn't realize he was 7 for 7.
Yeah, dude, he's playing great right now. Now
He had a bad turnover in the first half, right before I came in here to set up, and I was that was ugly. And then
Mizzou, how's the effort looking? I think the effort in the first part of the first half was high. I think they were trying to box out. I think they were playing hard defense. I think they were playing quick on offense. And then I think they kind of in the middle, after the middle in the first half, and then picked it back up just at half to be up by 10. But
we were down 32-31 maybe.
yeah,
I think the last time we trailed.
The hardest thing for this team is I feel like every time against these crap teams they get up, they're like, all right, let's stop focusing. Let's stop being consistent. And then they let the team back in and they go, all right, we got to try again. It's
whether that be up 12-0 on SEMO or 10-0 on SEMO, and then it comes down to the final minute.
I was listening to the Rock M guys, and they said one of the biggest things about last year's team is that they put these teams out of their misery fast, and then they kept them down and ran the score up on them, which is once again not the most important thing in the world, but it shows at least an ability to focus on your goal and do it for all 40 minutes.
I agree. What I will say is that I think that this team has, and again, tease. Natalie and I talked about this quite a bit. She had a lot to say about our depth. I think this team has a lot more depth than last year's team. And so in these bye games against, no disrespect, these cupcakes, this is where we're going to experiment with lineups. We'd rather be doing it now and kind of figuring out where the valuable depth is. Compared to, if you've got 7 guys who can just kick the absolute piss out of South Dakota, cool. That's all well and good. Mm-hmm. But then, hey, you run into problems against Drake, and maybe we don't have enough directions to turn to maybe get things turned around.
Just got rebounded over. God, sorry.
You're ahead of my phone stream, which is ahead of the live stream.
I'm 30
We're
seconds
we've
ahead
got
of our
4 different
I'm
timelines.
20 seconds ahead of our sport book. I know.
We got the MCU going on here. I can't keep track of anything.
But
But no, I think that this is.
I just think
it's a sign of our depth.
If there's anything I'm going to complain about is that I want Ant to be more aggressive. That's it. I want him to be more aggressive. I want him to get his, and I believe he could turn it on and do it against the higher level competition. We'll see when we get to Notre Dame, but I'd really like one of these games to see a 20, 30 point Ant game where it's like he's dominant. He's been dominant for 2-minute stretches. Mark will be dominant for whole halves. It's like I want to see that from Ant as well. If there's other small thing, it's like once again, shout out to the Rockham guys with the stat. T.O.'s stats in everything have been really good, except he turns it over every third possession, which then makes all his stats look worse. So it's like, hey man,
great, except for he turns it over
every 3
33%
possessions he
of
can't
the
turn
time.
over. So like he still hasn't played much. I feel like this is like almost not a punishment, but it's like, hey man, get your act together a little bit from Dennis, because you think he'd be playing a little bit more right now in this game. But
I completely agree with you. I was about to ask why.
it feels like Stone is becoming the backup point guard. like Sebastian, like Mac and Stone 100%. Are now splitting the secondary guard duties, and it's like that is not the direction you want to see from T.O. So I hope he can have a little turnaround, and these upcoming next 2 cupcake games are where that needs to happen. But that's also not a great thing to see. Another on the great. Sorry, Mike, were you about to say something?
No, you're good. Finish your thoughts. I was actually just looking up TOs.
I was gonna say Northweather starting, and I don't think our offense has missed a beat.
No,
I don't think our defense has missed a beat. I think Northweather is like such a solid, smart player. If he was a little bit more athletic, watch out. But he's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's racist.
Excuse me. Have you seen the guy? But the point being is, what's the, like, Sean Phillips, what's the point of being able to jump 48 inches or whatever it is if you can't box someone out and get a rebound? Or be in the correct spot and stay vertical?
I'm sorry, have you seen his two-handed yams?
Those are great yams. But, like, I would like a little bit of the boring stuff done right.
No, we should do both.
Higher rank.
You know, I'd like both. Also,
they don't feel the need to force feed Northweather in the post. His offense comes much more naturally. While it feels like we lose a portion of the beginning of the game where they're like, all right, we got to give Phillips like 2 touches in the next 6 possessions. And like, same thing. Phillips actually has done all right on his offensive possessions, but he gives it up like every 4th or 5th possession, which is like, you can't have that happen regularly.
We've talked about Northweather's essentially his spacing, like his just overall kind of flow in the offense being seemingly a better fit at times for the rest of the guys on the floor. And again, we're still figuring stuff out. This is early in the season, but I don't think anyone who's watched every Mizzou game this season could disagree with that. That Northweather
great 3 by the Cruise Meister, by the way. Cruise missile.
Just like spoiling it, man.
No, I just looked at the score bug. It happened, so I didn't spoil anything. Mike, what were you gonna say about T.O.? Are you still looking this stuff up?
No, sorry, I just had it. Pardon me. If you look at his deep dive through CBB analytics, he's past 5 games logged 74 minutes, obviously not including today. So I think he only logged like 2 or 4 minutes or something like that in the first half. So I'm going to say under 80 for right now. He is shooting about, like, his usage is about average for SEC. This is purely SEC ranking. Usage is average. His true shooting percentage is above SEC average, for what that's worth. So I think when he's out there, he's a good basketball player. I think that's a crowded backfield.
It's like,
so to speak.
If you're gonna be a backup point guard, you gotta be able to handle the ball.
Yeah, and I think there's been spurts where he just dribbles the hell out of the ball. Just dribbles that the air is gone, and then he almost looks like lost. Like, I don't know if it's just a lack of confidence in like the offense and the style and what Gates is running, but there's just, I think it was like 2-3 games ago we talked about it. There were like 3 or 4 possessions in a row where like we couldn't even get the ball inside the 3-point line.
There's a lack of familiarity with the guys that he's playing with. You know, there's a lot.
Well, that was the issue, is that at the end of the Prairie View game, because I went back and watched, they left mostly like starters or players that had been playing well in the game. They had like Stone still in, Northweather still in, all of them, and they put and they basically put Tio at the point guard spot and said, finish the game. And then Prairie View went on a 21-6 run. So, like, that doesn't feel good.
No, I think some of it's, like, effort, and you could make the case of, like, are these, softball games or just, like, the first 10 minutes? Is it just, like, all right, we're going there, physically through the motions, we're out there, we're playing, but then, Gates, gets after them, and then we go on these stretches of 7 of 8 field goals, or whatever we did in the first half.
It just feels like it's like, let's do the thing that we want to work. All right, now let's put in the thing we know will work, and then the game takes off.
Yeah, through the 4 on a Phillips note, through 4 games logged for him, he is top 4 in SEC defensive rebounding, and about average for like offensive rebounding, for what that's worth.
I think it's worth a lot.
And then same with like his 2-point attempts, he is above SEC average. Pretty much in almost every category. Like, he's attempting about 14 a game. He's hitting about 65%. So he's on the right side of that graph, which is nice. But
we talked about this with Drew King of that's one of the stats that Missouri is not really that concerned about, right? Like, we want to be top 5 in the country in free throw attempts. We're on pace to do that again.
Yeah.
He also wants to shoot a lot of threes, and they weren't shooting threes in the first half.
No, I'll have to count.
Point.
I don't think we got to 26 or 27 threes the past couple games. We're probably trending under.
I mean, part of it also might just be they're realizing they don't need as many things as they thought they did for this offense to be successful.
No,
part of it is that they're shooting really well on threes. Like, you don't need as many attempts if you're hitting them.
Did you see
really
that
well.
stat? Jacob Cruz
14 of.
What was the stat?
He's 14 of 17 from 3 in the last 3 games.
Okay, I misremembered. I was going to say 10 of 14. 14 of 17 is even better. Like, that's incredible. Over the 3 games, 14 of 17.
Yeah. And the thing is that he's not forcing it either. He's doing a lot of stuff inside. He'll drive. He's been getting putbacks. He's been trying.
And he's playing hard defense as well.
It's also obvious this game they've been trying to rebound more, and it doesn't mean, once again, I don't know what it like. We talked about why they're never going to be that high in rebounding, but
it's nice
at least
to see the effort,
it's obvious that they're trying a little bit more. Ooh, sorry.
Where's your game at? Where's the game on?
I'm at 7:05, while our score bug on the screen is like 7:20.
Okay. So you're just ahead of me. Okay.
Yeah, but just mostly. Sebastian Mack's jumper is like mine. When it goes in, you're like, all right, and when it misses, it's like, that looks.
He had a couple nice drives in the first half, though.
Yes,
which was kind of the first time this season that I really felt like, oh, this is what this guy does, right? Mm-hmm. Like, this is what he does well. This is what we hope he can continue to do throughout the season. But I hadn't really felt that way until really like the first half tonight. We'd seen the effort and yada yada yada. But
there's 2 more points I want to make as my like main reactions to this game. First, we learn every game how much of an art, how difficult it is to do a good entry pass into the post. Because a lot of the offensive sets have been let one of our big guys seal or get a good position and then get them the ball. And that is a hard pass. And when it looks great, it's an easy bucket. When it looks bad, it just gets poked away. So that's something that's obvious they're working a lot on. They're making them do that a lot in game to get reps on that. 2, I think when this team's in jumbo lineup against any team that isn't also matching them in size, they have to play zone. Because anytime Jonte Porter's put in a pick and roll and they just switch that, the Jonte Porter's guy's wide open. Because if they're pick and rolling with whoever Mark, or in most games will be Sean Phillips or Northweather is on, that's just not enough speed to keep up with that pick and roll. And so I feel like you kind of have to zone at that point. That's my biggest takeaways.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, it's hard to judge our defensive strategy against South Dakota versus what we're going to be facing in the SEC. Obviously,
but like, I think it at least it illuminates the potential things you're going to see because SEC players are going to be faster and bigger. So it's like
you're right.
Now I think we'll be one of the biggest teams in the SEC, but is it functional size? Like functional size is shout out to Boat with a crazy
528 boat block. Yeah.
Yeah, just crazy
nope
block
that
by him.
one.
Now he did turn the ball.
Oh,
over.
the antlers. Oh.
He did turn the ball over. He
don't
dribbled off his own foot, but at least he fixed it.
Yeah.
Like you can almost look at who they're recruiting as the example of functional size. Tony Bryant's the type of guy who's going to be able to fight through a pick and roll and stay in front of their man, or slide and be in front of a guard. Javon Porter's not that guy. I keep calling him Jonte, and I apologize, Javon. Now, it doesn't mean Porter doesn't have skills and valuable skills for the team, but like that's why I just don't think this jumbo lineup can play man. I think they have to play zone, and then they can do man once they size down a little bit. Obviously, unless they're playing against an opponent that is good. And I don't know. I guess I haven't really noticed. Can Mitchell stay in front of guards? I just don't think a lot of these teams have tried driving on him very much. But I mean, T.O.'s back in the game for the last 5 minutes. Let's see if he can land the plane here on this game.
I just don't think that
because they're currently up 31. So you want to win the game by 30 here. That's like I think a big goal for this last 5 minutes. Win the game by 30. T.O. just comes in. This is his second.
Last
chance.
5 minutes from right here. You don't have to necessarily like win from this point on, but
no winning. Imagine the score 0-0. Like
that's what I'm saying.
You have to win by 30 from here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Also, Mark 7 of 12 now from the field, 8 of 10 free throw, 22 points. That's a hell of a game.
Yeah. This is when like the advanced stats on these guys come into play because like T.O. for example, you'll see his numbers swing very loosely, in a minute way. But then if the train falls off the rails here and they go on like a 12-0 run or something like that, then you get like some exaggerated numbers. Because
I mean, look like the lineup they have on the floor screams how they're not like wanting to let this game get away. They have Stone, Boat, Mitchell, Northweather, and T.O.
Yeah,
this is obviously like T.O. Can you lead this team as a backup point guard for the last 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And he pokes it out on defense, gets it down the floor, and Stone makes a play.
Great defense on that
good
possession.
Hold the door. That's
no.
That's what I tell my boys when just hold the door. Like it's like it's hard to get things from like tangible items to be like, oh my god, like headline news, Mizzou beats Coyotes 30-point game, and the average fan is like they're going nuts. But it's hard to get something tangible and then stack it up against an average SEC team. Looking at all the net ratings for these teams, like aside from South Carolina, and like you can dip down into like the Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Texas A&M being like the bottom, the quote unquote bottom, the floor of the SEC. Like those are still good basketball teams. Like they're not bad. They're all top 80.
No, that's where the
stats
stats become much more usable when there's no 15-minute stretch of
like even
of
just
useless info, right?
No, like even just like watching some of these Feast Week tournaments if they started to kick off, some early games and Monday, Tuesday night, like you can see glimpse of like try to picture Mizzou playing Kentucky and who matches up with who and stuff like that is I think pretty interesting.
I'd like to point out that between T.O. and the heavy metal drummer that is at power forward for South Dakota right now, we've got just some elite hair on the floor.
Sorry, I'm ahead of the tier. I'm ahead, but
we just went to commercial break for me.
Yeah, okay. So here's what just happened that I think illuminates everything we just said. Jaden Stone gets a rebound. They're kind of trying to trap him over in the corner. He gets to the T.O. T.O. immediately dribbles it on the baseline. Turnover T.O. It shows him walking back to the sideline, and Gates is just staring him down, and immediately is pointing and yelling at him. So it's like,
Yeah,
Dude,
I feel like Gates gives the I'm not mad, I'm disappointed look, when he's got his hands on his head. But that looked actually mad. That's what I'm saying. That was
because
different.
they looked
talked
at the
about
film and they
this.
went, you can't do this,
Yeah.
and then he immediately turns it over, staying on the base.
And it's like, yo, this is why we weren't playing you as many minutes tonight.
Yeah.
And then we put you in, and you did the exact dang thing.
I'm curious if he's still going to be out there when they come back from break.
I
think they will, but like he should be. But like that's just
Yeah.
it's such an illuminating moment, like literally right there.
I don't think he could. I think he would get worked if he was thrown into a average SEC game right now. I don't see the offense being able to do much. Obviously, he's
That's
not.
the thing. If Ant is on the floor, the flow's bad. If Mark's
flow
on the
is very
floor,
bad.
it feels like you don't have anyone you can go to score right now. That's
Yeah.
actually like that's been kind of scary too. Is like against these cupcakes. Like,
Yeah, that's like the biggest. That's my biggest takeaway is like, man, these guys should be just cooking because at the end of the day, these types of schools, these are guys that were, first, second, third, best high school player.
But also look
on
at
their
the
team.
scoring: Mitchell
And-
22, Porter 19, Stone 12, Rob Ant 11,
but that's
Mac
all-
11, Cruz 10.
that's like driven so heavily by Ant and Mark's actions. Like Mark, shout out to Mark. He's
fair.
done so much better at getting the ball out. If he sees a double, he's actually finding guys a lot better than he did.
And he
last year.
scores 22. Yeah.
And he scores 22. And Ant as well, I think, has purposely been trying to get assists more than scores right now. But like, but what's good is that the team can score. It's like it feels like it's very disjointed if those two are not the focal point, which they should be the focal point. But the issue is in real SEC games, there's going to be times when Mark gets in foul trouble Ant gets in foul trouble, and it's like
We're trying to figure out the secondary scoring, and we haven't
and who can
figured
handle
it
the
out
freaking
yet.
ball.
Yeah.
Okay, T.O.'s still in the game, so redemption time here.
All right. Well, we'll take it. And
Boat's back in the game too.
my guy, Mr. Metallica, also still in the game. So the hair situation again is phenomenal. Julian, you're a big hair guy, like.
And then T.O. redeems himself, slows it down, doesn't like. I think just last game he would have
Great
immediately dove in the lane,
patience, yeah.
pulls it back, finds Jacob Cruz on a not a perfect pass, but a good pass. Jacob Cruz
Great
hits a three.
pass.
I mean,
No, because it had to look. It didn't hit him perfectly in stride, but it's because he had to pass it around the defender.
A perfect pass
though.
is like
Yeah.
gets him right in the hands.
No, but he hesitated to hold the defender off, and then made the pass. So in many ways, I do think it was a perfect pass.
Growth from Jacob Cruz. He wanted to take that heat check three, and he did not.
God, you're like 4 seconds ahead of me. I hate you.
Get better internet.
This is no. It's that I've got our stream on one screen. I've got the actual like live stream on another screen, so I have to watch my phone. Okay, my internet's just fine. All right. Shout out AT&T. Those are my
You
guys.
got fiber
Those are my
down here.
guys. Yeah, we got
I got
AT.
fiber.
We got AT&T fiber down here. All right.
I got the Google fiber, the OG fiber.
You guys were the
that's-
first in the country.
Yeah. I didn't know they could lay fiber in sandy soils. Good for them.
Yeah, me neither, man. There have been times where they've had to come and work on this.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Looking
doesn't
at an
hold up very
interesting
well,
graph from CBB Analytics is the they call like a network graph of like a sister to score combinations and
but sister to score what?
a sister.
Oh, okay,
sister.
gotcha. Sorry.
You want my sister to
Yeah,
score?
yeah. Trying to score with my
The-
sister. Come on.
The combination is essentially Mitchell Barrett falls in there heavily assisting to Northweather, leading the front on that. And then Ant, Porter, Stone. Those are the five that are contributing the most
That's it, yeah.
to assists.
Mike, what was the spread on this?
Oh, well, if you got
I
it.
believe it wasn't. Was it
And I saw
27 and a
anywhere
half?
from 26 to 31.
Yeah, it opened like 27, 28 and a half, dipped down to like 25 and a half.
Yeah, got bet down a bit and then got bet back up.
Yeah, I tried to get a rogue. I was going to play under 175 and a half. But someone put that order
that would've
before
worked.
me. I know. Closed like 172 and a half.
Looks like we're on our way to another 100+ point performance though.
Yeah, that was my while I was, eating my lunch, hauling freight from Amarillo to Omaha today. I was just thinking like basically, if Mizzou gets to 100, what's the likelihood that
Yeah. Positive correlation. Yeah.
that
for
South
sure.
Dakota gets to 75
Yep.
was kind of my.
Oh, TO, active hands.
Big move by
Active
Tio.
hands. We love that.
Especially
That's
after
exactly what we were
Sebastian
talking
misses
about.
another bunny miss from Mac.
Yeah, I know.
Now he's playing great defense. Got close, great on the 3-point shooter. But that was just a great hands from him.
And that's what we saw a lot last year from TO was when he came on, maybe when things weren't going so well for us, like when we were kind of struggling to find some extra offense, those plays are momentum changers, right? Like in SEC play, in a tight game, those active hands, those great defensive plays. So it's nice to see him still doing what he, even if he's not taking necessarily the leaps that you want to see, all of them right now, he is still excelling at the things that we know he's good at. So
Dude, the
I'll
South
take
Dakota
it.
player's built like a thumb.
This guy is a tank.
This guy plays tight end in football. I don't know why he's out here. But
Darnell Washington. No shocking. He can't shoot free throws, apparently.
Looking at the assist percentage to turnover percentage, T.O. is actually not terrible.
no, that's the thing. It's just
No,
like
he
he's
hasn't been
turning.
bad.
He's playing very well and then turning it over. Like that's
Well, so I guess I wouldn't say terrible. It's a little not as great as what I thought. Turnover percentage 35, assist percentage 21 through 74 minutes. So below average.
Jacob Cruz.
Pause your thing for 5 seconds, Julian. Gosh, dang
Dude,
it.
Jacob Cruz just broke a guy's ankles and then reverse laid it up. That's crazy.
We love that. He's had a heck of a game. And there's the
He's had a heck of a stretch here, like
Yeah.
these past 2 or 3 games.
Yep.
He's been
No, Cruz has been absolutely phenomenal. And we probably should be giving him more flowers. But, that's not what they pay us for. In fact, they don't
Even-
pay us at all.
This is for the love of the game. T.O.
Yeah.
saves the turnover by Mac.
Shout out Philip Morris. Shout out Stag. Reach out to us.
Logboat Brewing, Philip Morris, those are my guys. Okay?
All right, I gotta hop off. What's great about this? We're gonna win by 30 more than 30 points. T.O. showing much better growth from last game. Overall, good win by the boys.
I hate this
And,
ref so much, by the way. Sorry.
No preview because we're gonna be. Are we gonna be together on Monday? We'll talk about that privately.
Yeah.
We'll
figure it
but enjoy the Natalie interview that comes on either tomorrow on our YouTube or if we're on our podcast. You can
Nathalie.
skip ahead. Nathalie. Yeah. If she was brave, big move by boat there. If she was brave, she'd go by Nathalie.
She is brave, all right? I won't stand for this.
All right. This is.
We'll let you go,
Julian
and then
signing off.
Mike and I will ride us off until the into the sunset.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah,
I'll
this
see you
stream,
in Valhalla.
This stream might. Yeah, we'll see you in
Send,
Valhalla.
Send the troops my love.
I will.
This might go to all heck if when you leave.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens to the live stream when the format changes here. But
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
okay, no, we're still good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it looks great.
So
A lot less orange.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna cover again. So that
We're
would
gonna
be 4 out of 6 games, I believe that we cover.
Oh, what's it? 169. What's your score at? I'm at 169.
I'm at 169 as well. Nice. Nice.
5 points and
Also, I haven't now
sweaty.
that Julian's gone and we're just like really just like shooting crap.
riffing.
Does Luca Northweather
Yes. Yes.
kind of you don't know where I promise you don't know
Look
what I'm
like-
but you don't know what I'm going to say. Does he kind of
Yes.
look like Flynn from Breaking Bad?
Yes, I literally was about
Are
to say
you kidding
Walter
me?
White I swear to God. I've
No
been thinking
way.
it. Yes, just minus like the cripple and turning against his father. But yeah.
No way you knew where I was going with that.
Dude,
Come on. No
I'll show you-
way.
I'll literally show you my search history.
Oh, come
I
on.
literally looked it up. I promise.
This is why you tune in, folks. And the Mizzou Tigers are now 6-0 officially. That is the end of the second half. So we'll let that ride into the sunset. We'll just
We'll riff.
ride that one out, man. What a win. We cover the spread. We win by 34 points. Good dub. Let's move that out of the way now that the game has gone final. 6-0 for the first time since 2022-23 season. Believe they just said. That is lovely. And Luke Northweather, Flynn from Breaking Bad, confirmed. Mike, any other closing thoughts?
Nothing really. You can check out my other YouTube channel. We'll talk about Enron, Lehman Brothers.
Yeah.
No.
Talk about Enron.
No,
That's why the people are tuning in.
No, it was a good game. I'm just digging through all these. This guy does, shout out CBB Analytics. They do phenomenal deep dive work into teams. So I'm just looking through like all of our, almost like pretty much everyone except, I mean, he doesn't have enough minutes to really qualify. I would say Phillips and Barrett are the two that fall under their like assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah,
which
again, Phillips hasn't played 2 of the last 3 games. Like,
I don't think surprising. Yeah, I'll have to see how he quantifies like these minutes because like Cruz five games played, 97 minutes logged, assist percentage 1.7, turnover percentage 4.8. That's interesting. See how and like, yeah.
Cruz has been great the last 2 games. Honestly, shout out him. I mean, yeah, after missing a little bit of time, just came back like he never left. Like he is doing the exact stuff. Honestly, more than we kind of expected from him. So I've been absolutely loving Cruz there. Wish that we could have seen more Phillips. Again, missed 2 of the last 3 games due to an illness. Don't really know if there's anything to read into there. Probably not. Probably just an illness. Winter's here. We got, hold the door. We got dust and heating units coming on.
We
Stuff
got
happens.
Flynn.
Yeah. And then we
That's
got
wild.
Flynn. I cannot believe.
I literally, when you said, I literally just, it's that telepathic thing that.
I was like, does Luke Northweather look like? And you were like, yes. I was like, no. There's no way you know what I'm about to say. Somehow you were. It was the way he like did his hair. He like flipped his hair earlier, and I was like, oh, dude.
Usually, like before we go live or like record, the past couple weeks, I've been like filtering through Breaking Bad, like key scene clips on YouTube.
Man, fatherhood is a heck of a drug.
So is hauling freight.
What's your favorite Breaking Bad clip? All right, before we let the people go.
Oh, geez.
Most memorable scene. Give us something. Come on. There's a few. There's a bunch. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to give you options, Pick one.
I think the one that's like the most
first thing comes to your mind.
Distinctive when Walt, I think, in my opinion, broke bad. When he let what was Jesse's girlfriend OD. I think that's like
I watched Jane die.
Yeah, that
could have saved her, and I didn't.
Then like the other like official like
spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler. And I'm not a Breaking Bad like connoisseur. I'm sure other people are like know way more. But when Walt goes back to visit the guy that he founded Gray Matter with for the last time and wanted to like launder, his money for Flynn.
Schwartz, basically. Whatever his name is, yeah.
Yeah, and he had like he rigged up the 2 like laser pointers saying like these guys are gonna follow you, whatever.
Oh, that was like last season, yeah. The final season, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like that was I think the like, and then I always loved the like, him going back to save Jesse.
Yep.
I
iconic.
Thought it was like,
we've got the what's his name? Hank on the toilet. When he puts it all together.
Which like I was
this
late
is why
to the party.
Julian is watching this just losing his mind. And the effing stream.
Yeah.
You morons.
He's raiding a village right now and not building any houses or anything. Whatever the strategy is, he is abruptly
I don't know.
turned against it. But no, that's pretty much it.
I'm the one who knocks. Come on, we got a lot of options, but
No, it's a good show. I think the last interesting note, just on like the, you know, we'll give one of our fans, Brody, some fodder for tomorrow, and just in general, like the betting. It's been very interesting, like watching the futures market change. Like Mizzou has fluctuated. They were like 150. You could catch like a 100 somewhere.
That's what we started at, right around there, 150.
Yeah, right around 150, and then now like DK's got him at 200 to 1.
So our odds have gone. He's gotten worse.
Yeah, which I don't. This is obvious. The market is obviously deriving these through money. This isn't.
Yep.
DK. I don't need to go on my rant about that.
But also our you said our Ken Palm and the other advanced analytics also went down after.
Yeah, there's been some
like our first 4 or 5 games. So
yeah, I reached out to another East Coast mutual friend of ours, Leadist. But
yeah, of course.
Digress. About that, like Evan Mia had, or it was Evan Mia. Hostlemetric. There were a few that had like some very drastic like changes for Mizzou overall
after those first 4 or 5 games, right?
Yeah, like Mia's got Mizzou like I'm not going to quote the numbers, but like he had him as like playing like bad or something like that. Like he puts like different emojis next to teams.
We didn't get the like puke emoji, but it was like one of the like,
Well, they were like I think last week he put the like sick emoji, like this team's dinged up. So, but like obviously there were guys not playing, whether that's injury or just not playing. Like I don't know how he quantifies that as like injury, but like I'm looking at it now. He's got the like kind of scared, like shocked emoji. This team has been kind of bad recently, and then he also has the emoji. This team has been dealing with significant injuries. So like,
well, on that note, I did we'll let the people go, but I will pivot to the if you're listening to this in audio form, I did talk to Natalie Jones about this, about the injuries, the Trents, the multiple Trents, and the boat of it all. So we'll let you guys go, and if you're listening on audio, stick around for the good part.